guys. It is Wednesday morning, the first day that we thought she would be going into labor, and she definitely is. She was nesting a lot last night, and her water actually just broke. So we'll see how long it takes to get the puppies out, and see how she does. This is her first time, so hope all goes well. But we are prepared anyway. Huh, Mama, we are prepared. She just passed a big gob of... So we're gonna wait and see how it goes for her. We have to get a trash ready and see how Miss Benson goes. Good girl, Benny. Good girl. I mean, some of them pant for hours, some of them don't. It's all different. She does have her milk in, but as you can see, she's very small. So the thing that we were going to talk about with Benson's video too is that we ultrasound her and we only actually saw 2 puppies. At first we thought it was a singleton, and then I did see 2, but I'm hoping maybe there's a little bit more, but we'll find out soon enough. Sometimes people do, when they have small litters, they do C-sections. We've gone that route before, and I don't really see the benefit. Every singleton we've delivered, C-section has passed. So, and every singleton that's actually been born, we've just never had luck with singletons, but hopefully she has 2. We've had a few litters of 2, or sometimes people think that because they have such small litters that they can't they can't go into labor. That can be true for some, but not all dogs. Obviously, Benson's going into labor on her own. We're just wondering if she's gonna have enough milk, but we'll find out. She does have some milk, and sometimes milk comes in after the fact, but we'll see. We'll see how many she's got. She's laying down. So the water breaks, and then they kind of start pushing afterwards. So we'll see when Benson starts pushing. And she could have been, but I was on the phone with, and I didn't really notice until I heard something and I came down and looked. So I'm gonna see how it goes. And you can hear Daisy's little babies crying, but she knows there's something going on. She's cleaning her back end. Now, Benson looks bigger in the back than her sister, even though she's more of a petite Dane than Daisy, but we'll find out once we start getting them out exactly how big that canal is on her. But some of our smallest Danes, like Ebby, was the best whelper, so we'll see. Okay guys, we finally got our first baby out. It's a little boy. He's a blue mantle. So when they don't have many, like we think maybe she has 2, you never can depend on the size. If they get too big to pull out, he definitely was bigger. And I really had to help get him out more than normal. So, yeah, but it just lets you know, like, for future, if, you know, for future breedings and stuff, what to expect. So obviously if she had another litter and it was tiny, which, you know, we would definitely do a C-section, but we always try to have the first puppies born at home so the mom knows. I mean, yeah, it was a little intense there for a moment. I did a lot of assisting, should I say, but he's a beautiful little boy. Somebody's watching over us is all I could say, honestly. But Benson is a great pusher. She's really push as much as she could to try to get him out. And, you know, this is her first baby, so she's it's all new to her. It's a motherhood. Sorry if I'm showing her back end, but where it took so long, because she pushed him and I literally could feel him like within a, you know, finger's length of the puppy, and then it just took so long to try to get him out. So then I went up and I had to assist in like kind of pulling him out, and he was really big for her. So, you know, you do the best you can. I'm just happy we were able to get this puppy out. We do think there's at least one more. If there's only one, if he was the only one, I'd be happy right up at this moment. But I think there is one more, so we're gonna just see how it goes, and hopefully this is the big guy and the other one's smaller, but we won't know until we get there. But he's already latching, and I was wondering because it took us quite the finessing to get him out, and but he came out with his placenta attached. He wasn't in green or anything. His placenta looked great, actually. And so she, you know, in that aspect, she did pretty good. And he's already finding different titties and stuff to drink off, and she's cleaning him up. But what a big surprise. He looks just like his mama. So we're going to get the heating light set up in here, but we'll see what time when the other one arrives. But I'm super thankful that he came out. He's okay. I wasn't sure if he'd be alive, to be honest. And you know, she'll probably need some pain meds today too from all the helping maneuver, but we got her covered. We got her covered, huh, Mama? Yeah, you're a sweet girl. Let's see what's next. Okay, guys, she literally just pumped out her second little boy, a blue one, and no problems. He came out easy, so it was because number one was a fatty. And we did see one huge one on the ultrasound, so I'm thinking it's this big boy. But the other one is a blue boy, and he's got little white, and he did come out pretty easy. We're going to check her now because I think I feel one more. But I'm going to check. So don't hold us on it, right? And you're doing fabulous, Mom. Yes, you are. That was pretty traumatic, I know.
It was.
It was on all of us.
It wasn't on me, but...
Yeah, you had to hold her so I could literally pull this little fat boy out. And they're both nursing. Even the number 2 little boy came out wanting, I always suction their mouths, and he's literally trying to get on the suction and suck on it. But let's see what we have. We may just have more boys. I mean, 2 boys. Maybe there's one more and it's another boy. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, guys, you see I got the ultrasound out because I only anticipated 2 puppies, and it's my camera that does the flickering. Maybe my camera's dying. So I did feel something right there, and so I'm just got the ultrasound probe on it, and there is another puppy there. I can see the little spinal cord. That thing as I'm flexing across is the back spine. So there is a puppy, one more puppy. So she had 3. She has 3 so far. And let's just hope he's small or she's small. But so what I'll do is I'll just try to wipe this off from her so she doesn't eat it, and they don't either. What I'll do is I will wait for her to deliver that one and then ultrasound again to make sure she's cleaned out. But this is the best out of all the investments I think that we made. Wouldn't you say this is the best one?
Yeah, it's the best one.
We use it the most. We use it to confirm breedings, but most important, we use it to make sure that nobody's left behind. Because years ago we had that happen. Eva, she delivered, and then we thought she was done, and she had a puppy 2 days later on my husband's dime, and it nearly cost him a heart attack when he called me at work and said, we have another puppy. And I said, what do you mean? Oh, he said we had a dead puppy, and I got terrified thinking one of Eva's babies passed, but it wasn't. She had another one that she kept. Everything shut down, contractions and everything, and she didn't have them. So the best thing you can do if you are whelping at home is when they're done, you got them dried off, put them right on Mom, because them drinking is going to get the contractions going even more. It gets that uterus popping. But I can kind of see now why we had a hard time delivering, and I literally had to pull this little fat boy out. Oh my God. He said, no way.
He says, I want to eat.
He's big, and let me show you his little And I'm hoping whoever's coming out next is small
His
too.
little brother.
And this is his little brother. Little brother Eddie. Oh, all blue. What a beautiful little face. Oh, but, oh no, he's got white on him. But he came out hungry. Now you can see why. Somebody else took all the nutrients. And I'm hoping this little guy was the only one in that horn, and that's why he's so big. And I'm hoping the next one came out of the horn with this one. If they share a horn, they're sharing nutrients and stuff, and they don't have the capability of being huge. What you hear is Daisy's kids squawking. They probably want their mom to feed them, which she does when she feels like it. But, so we got one more to go, and we'll see. But look at that little devil. Isn't he cute? This one is aged me about 10 years. And honestly, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but if I wasn't an experienced whelper, I would have panicked, freaked, and didn't know what to do. If I rushed to the emergency vet, which I don't believe, excuse my presence, I am boiling. But if I wasn't an experienced whelper, I would have got nervous, bolted to the emergency vet, and he wouldn't have made it. There's no way. He would have been in the birth canal way too long, and he would have perished. So I just kind of, you know, tried to be patient and not scared half to death like I kind of was. But I just went in, grabbed his back legs, because he came out back end first. And people say, oh, well, breached. If you've whelped enough puppies, you know there's no such thing as breach. They come out back side, front side, any way you want to do it. But it actually came to our, I'm just getting these guys moved. It really actually came to our advantage that he did come out backside, because she had problems getting that noggin out. So what I did is I went in and I was able to, while she was contracting, is grab the back legs and the tail, and when she was contracting, carefully and slowly pull him. And that's how I got him out. If I didn't, he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have been here right now. And I was just happy that every placenta was there. He didn't take on water, and those two are doing great. We'll see what number 3 is. Hopefully it comes out fast and easy like his brother. So we get 2 boys so far, and listen to them. It must be mealtime. And Daisy is the one that likes to be sat with while she feeds her children. So we're up every couple hours, sitting, or 3 hours, whatever it might be she feels like doing. But I think Mom's already starting to think about, oh boy, I got another one in here, because she's gearing up her little legs, and she's just kind of resting, which she should. She had a hell of a time getting him out too. She was pushing as much as I was trying to pull him out. She did a fantastic job, honestly. And that's traumatizing too for a new mom. I know with Violet, we had her first litter and her first puppy. She got him halfway out, but I had to finish pulling him out. And she is a big old girl, but she was moving and trying to squirm and see what the hell was coming out the back end. But she actually does fantastic with C-sections. She knows those are her babies. She loves those babies. Some moms don't realize those are her babies because she didn't pass them. So hopefully whoever's looking out for us stays with us until this girl delivers number 3. And we can get some rest. I'm not really tired. I'm just, that's emotional toll. So, but Daisy did her job. Well, we are still waiting for baby number 3. It's been a little bit of a time. Her last one was at 1:30. It's about 3 hours later. It's about 4:30. And she has been pushing a little bit, but she's also been snoozing off and on with her 2 sons and cleaning them up. She's an attentive mom for being a first-time mom. She knows she can flip them over and clean them up. She puts her little leg up. She thinks he's trying to go in and get a little drink, but he's not. He's drinking there. There's plenty of milk. As you can see, she did a little pushing. She's been doing pushing off and on, but resting. She's probably really, yeah, she's pushing now. She's probably really tired because that little first one really took a lot out of her, getting him out. She worked really hard. And she's working on that last one. The last one was down pretty low, so it's going to take a little bit to get her up in the right spot. I don't want to slap on my gloves yet and then have to pull them back off, and they tend to do that, but she is pushing now. She has been sleeping though for a while, and this should be the last puppy, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're not sure really why she only had 3, because we did the progesterone testing. But I don't know. I'm sure it's human error. We can't, you can do your best to try to pinpoint stuff, but we're happy. The first time we did it, we were way off. She had 0 puppies, so we are obviously getting closer, and if we decide to breed her again and when, we will definitely keep a better eye on the progesterone. We did have some company coming around the time we were doing it, so, but we did do it, so, and it did work. I had her due to deliver today and tomorrow, and she's delivering today, so she's been very good and sleepy, as you can see, off and on, and her little boys are sleeping. But after like the little boys drying, that Mantle is a big kid. I haven't weighed him yet because I'm still just trying to be here in case she does push out that 3rd one. So I just been catching up on my YouTube shows that I watch while I'm waiting for her to get rest and enough strength to push out the last puppy, so we can call it a day and wrap this up. But she's still working on it. And by the puppies eating, I'm hoping that helps get those contractions going again. But she's so tired. And the funny part is, like, we've had dogs that had 13 or 14 and whelped them all by themselves, and it literally is so tiring. And it takes quite a bit of time, for them to push them out and regroup enough strength to get on to the next. But this is her first litter, so it is giving her an idea of what birthing is like, and she's doing excellent so far. Alright guys, so it's been, I don't know, 5 hours later, and she finally delivered her number 3. We had a feeling there was 2, and I said maybe 3, but she did. So she had the little blue Mantle boy, a little girl, black girl, and a little blue boy. So 2 boys and 1 girl. We've had a lot of trend of boys this time. A lot of them had boys, very little girls, but she did it. Good job, Mom. Don't think there's any more, but I'm going to double check. I didn't feel any. I mean, I thought 2, maybe 3, so, and as you can see, she's very long and thin, where he is really, he's long, but he's thick, so she's already been on latching, and Mom's already cleaned her up, so I believe that is it for the night for her. Very small litter, but they all came out, they're all healthy. And that's most important, and she's exhausted. And the good thing about her, her first litter, she did a great job. She delivered the placentas too. Sometimes they detach and just stay inside, but she delivered those also. But she's very, very attentive to her baby, so we are going to get this area cleaned up and clean bedding down for her now that we believe she's done delivering her 3 little amigos. She's tired. So that should be the end of this whelping story. Hello everybody. So it is the next day. She had those babies yesterday. Just a little follow up with how everyone's doing. She's doing very good for being a first-time mom. We did get the heat and light up and going for these guys, even though we've just kept the windows closed and it's fairly warm, and it's fairly warm inside too. I mean, actually sometimes it gets pretty hot in here with all the windows shut up, even though it's mid-October, but we're still getting some days in the 80s, so yeah. But she did have the 2 boys, and a little girl was last one. The little girl's black. Little gray one is he's a lot smaller than the others, but he's doing pretty good. He's holding his own. He's nursing with Mom, and she seems to have enough milk for the 3 of them. So And as you can see, she's cleaning him up, and she did a fantastic job on whelping and moving every placenta. She got rid of it too, because sometimes you have to worry if they retain the placentas. But yeah, she got them all out. She's been going potty. She's been doing really good. I just gave her a little something for pain and inflammation, just because we did have to pull that little guy out so much. But she was up. I had her outside today to go potty, and she was done. So she's like jumping to get my, you know, like, come on, Mom, let me out, let me out, let me out. But I was like, Benson, you just had puppies yesterday. So yeah, it didn't seem to faze her a bit. Yeah, she's doing really good. I will check her temp just to be on the safe side. I kind of keep that. I try to do that. But dogs can fluctuate. Sometimes their temp can be 101 to 102, and that's normal range. They say if it goes past that, you should really get, you know, be alarmed. But what I have noticed in my experience in the past is sometimes it can fluctuate a little bit, you know what I mean? And then it'll go back down. I remember running to the vets when someone had one, I think it was Ellie years ago. Yeah, she had a temperature and it was a little bit high. Look at this little guy. And I went to the vets, and by the time I got to the vets, our temp went back down. So it's like you really, you know, unless it's alarming, you know, I would just kind of double check it a couple times before you get too alarmed and head off to the emergency vet. Hi, sweet girl. But look at this little guy. He's hiding. He's like peekaboo with his mom. He hides underneath their leg. And because she's so much smaller, her teeth don't really come out very far. They're more like back up on her. I don't think it'll take much for her to bounce back. But yeah, so I'll be just checking temps and just to see. But anyway, this little lady is pretty much as long as her first one she had, but was a little bit thinner coming out. But she's really been doing good with you know, nursing, and I feel like she's already gained some weight just from watching her. And he's doing good too. I was checking to see how he was sniffing the air for something there, crazy. She might smell something. You smell? It's okay. What do you smell? It's okay. There's nothing here, honey. It's okay. It's all right. You're all right. Arms are here. So she does do a little bit of whining sometimes. She gets nervous. Like if she's in here and her babies are in the basket, she doesn't like that. She doesn't try to take them out, but she does let me know that she wants them with her. So, so all is well with little Miss Benson. Look at this little guy. See what you got there, Mom. Sometimes it's hard to see the true color. Yes, we see you. Get your nose out of here. Nothing missing, nothing. She wants to see everything. But it's hard to see the true color with the heated light on, but look at her. So she did only have one girl. And I know it might be a little surprising for some of you guys that didn't realize she was having a small litter, but we knew she was. We just, at first I thought she was only having a singleton, and then when I went back later, I saw that she had a couple, and then I said, well, maybe there's another one. But in the beginning, when I ultrasounded her, I saw multiple sacs. Normally in the beginning, if you see multiple sacs, you can almost guarantee there's going to be like more sacs, but that wasn't the case with her. It is what it is, but I always love this little guy. He always has his bottom lip sticking out, and if she can see it without her looking, she doesn't want me to. His bottom lip is always sticking out. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone to your babies. Yeah, you're a good mama.